As the United States focuses more on protecting its own businesses, China is looking towards Europe with a simple proposal. Let's do more business together. This move could completely change how the world economy works. Imagine trade between these giants like a river flowing straight into your family's pocket. That's how this economic relationship works. There's a secret hiding behind every discount that few people see. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal what's really happening between these powerful nations and why you should care. Step 1. The historical context. We're talking about 50 years of a relationship that affects your everyday life. Did you know that every time you buy a smartphone, a pair of sneakers, or even a simple toy, you're connected to a story that began half a century ago? It's amazing to think that the device you're holding right now has its roots in negotiations that happened before many of us were even born. It all started in 1975 when Europe and China signed their first trade agreements, worth a mere $2.4 billion. Today's numbers make those early exchanges look tiny. Back then, China was just emerging from a period of isolation, and Europe was looking for new markets to expand into. A smartphone that costs €300 today would have been unthinkable back then. During the 1980s, we entered the first phase of this relationship. Europe sold machinery and technology, while China offered raw materials and agricultural products. Your grandpa might have bought something made in China, but it was considered exotic, almost a novelty. This basic exchange laid the foundation for what was to come. The second phase arrived in the 1990s, when Chinese factories started churning out consumer goods on a massive scale. Those toys and Christmas decorations flooding the stores marked the moment we noticed our purchasing power increasing. A music player that used to cost €200 was now available for 120. The third and truly transformative phase occurred in 2001 when China joined the World Trade Organization. Tariffs dropped and trade barriers were lowered. The result? Prices of electronics plummeted by up to 30%. In 1990, a television cost almost a month's salary. Today, you can take one home for the equivalent of a week's work. The 2008 financial crisis marked the fourth phase. As Europe struggled to recover, China invested heavily in European countries that needed cash. This interdependence strengthened an already deep-rooted relationship, allowing prices to continue to fall. That microwave that cost €300 in the 90s, you could now find it for under 100. Today, we're living in the fifth phase, marked by an interesting paradox. While the US and China are drifting apart, Europe has become Beijing's preferred partner. This situation directly benefits your wallet, as Chinese competition forces European companies to be more efficient. Today, that same microwave costs just €70. This relationship has made countless products more affordable. The clothes you wear, your appliances, the furniture in your home, they've all experienced price reductions thanks to this half-century-old trade link. Recent crises have tested this relationship and demonstrated its strength. During the pandemic, Europe relied on Chinese medical supplies, while China needed to keep its exports flowing. The war in Ukraine has also revealed the importance of maintaining stable trade alliances in uncertain times. Over these 50 years, your purchasing power has completely transformed. Smartphones, laptops, and sound systems that were once luxuries are now accessible to most people. And it's not just gadgets, from food to generic medications. This trade relationship has made a wide range of essential goods and services affordable for everyone. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. Let's continue. Step 2. The 770 billion reasons why your shopping cart is cheaper. This easier access to buying things has a specific number, $770 billion. Have you ever wondered why your shopping cart doesn't completely empty your bank account? The answer is hidden in every product you buy, without knowing that behind it there's a huge trade deal that directly benefits your wallet. How much money do you think you save each year thanks to trade between China and Europe? The answer will surprise you. Almost €1,700 per year for every European citizen. It's like receiving an invisible check for that amount, but instead of cash, you enjoy it in the form of lower prices on practically everything you buy. When you walk through the supermarket aisles, about 20% of the products you put in your cart have parts or are made in China. From packaged food to cleaning products, kitchenware, or decorations, these items keep your spending in check with their silent but constant presence in your daily life. This saving is especially noticeable in 3 key sectors of your daily life. Electronics allows you to buy devices with prices up to 40% lower, while clothing costs 30% less and small appliances are about 25% cheaper. Think about your phone, your clothes, and those wireless headphones you use so much. They're all much more affordable thanks to this trade relationship. If for some reason this exchange were to be interrupted suddenly, the impact on your finances would be immediate and dramatic. Your next smartphone could cost €300 more, and that wardrobe you renew every season could empty your pockets twice as fast. It's a difference you would notice instantly in your monthly budget. The benefits extend beyond direct savings. This bilateral trade generates approximately 5 million jobs in Europe. Maybe you yourself work in logistics, retail, or distribution, or you know someone close to you who does. Thanks to this constant flow of goods between both continents, each of those huge containers arriving at ports like Valencia or Barcelona is full of products that, if manufactured in Europe, would cost on average 35% more due to higher production costs. That difference is what allows you to buy more with the same salary. There is another equally important effect. The competition generated by Chinese products has forced many European companies to be more efficient and innovative. They have had to improve their processes, optimize resources, and reduce costs without sacrificing quality. The result is that even products made in Europe maintain more competitive prices thanks to this market pressure. All of this boils down to an everyday reality. The $770 billion of bilateral trade translates into hundreds of more affordable products that you use every day. From the toothbrush you start your morning with to the lamp you turn off before bed, including the clothes you wear, the devices you use for work or entertainment, and many of the foods you eat. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more videos. Let's continue. Step 3. Trade tensions that could make your next purchase more expensive. But this honeymoon of low prices might be coming to an end. Right now, a silent battle is being fought in the offices of Brussels and Beijing, and it could make things you buy regularly a lot more expensive. And we're not talking about small change here. European tariffs of up to 45% on Chinese electric cars are just the beginning of what could become a full-blown trade war. Imagine this. You're saving up to buy that Chinese electric car you saw for €25,000. But when you finally decide to buy it, you get a surprise. It now costs several €1,000s more. This is the reality that could soon affect you. The smartphones, solar panels, and appliances you use every day are also on the list of products that could get a lot more expensive. Have you noticed that some tech products have been getting more expensive lately? It's no coincidence. The European Union has started to take strong action against what it sees as unfair competition from China. The EU argues that Chinese companies get huge subsidies from their government, allowing them to sell at really low prices that European manufacturers can't compete with. If you have a small business that imports products from China, the situation is especially worrying. Your costs could increase by 10 to 30% in just 2 years if the tension intensifies. Inevitably, this increase would end up being passed on to the final prices, affecting all consumers. The problem goes beyond technology. The pharmaceutical sector is also in the spotlight due to tensions over intellectual property. This could mean more expensive medicines, adding extra pressure to your family budget. The trade war between the United States and China is further complicating the picture. While America threatens 60% tariffs on Chinese products, Europe finds itself in a difficult position. It wants to protect its industry without excessively punishing the wallets of its citizens. For European regulators, the dilemma is complex. They must defend local businesses against trade practices they consider unfair. But millions of European consumers have become accustomed to affordable products thanks to these Chinese imports. Sectors like steel and solar energy have been especially problematic. European companies claim they cannot compete with artificially low Chinese prices due to generous state subsidies. However, we, the consumers, benefit from these reduced prices, at least in the short term. If you're thinking of upgrading your phone or installing solar panels at home, it might be wise not to wait too long. Current prices might seem like a bargain compared to what awaits us if these trade tensions continue to escalate. European companies are in a tricky situation. Many rely on Chinese components, so tariffs could hurt them. Others see these measures as an opportunity to regain market share against Asian competition. As a consumer, you are right in the middle of this geopolitical and economic battle. The decisions made in the high spheres of politics will determine how much you will pay for essential products in your daily life. Step 4. Practical strategies to protect your family's finances in uncertain times. You are about to take advantage of opportunities that many missed during this trade battle. While most are worried about rising prices, families are capitalizing on the extraordinary growth in specific sectors. With proactive steps today, You can protect your finances tomorrow and even take advantage of this situation. Let's get practical. If you're thinking of buying technology like laptops, tablets, or appliances made in China, now might be the perfect time. Prices are likely to go up in the coming months due to trade tensions, so acting now makes sense. How can you prepare quickly? Check the labels of your usual products to identify their origin. Look for local alternatives for essential Chinese products. Consider early purchases only for products you really need. Many families are already applying this strategy, getting ahead of price increases while identifying local alternatives for their usual purchases, managing to keep their budget under control. For investments, funds focused on European companies with a presence in China offer potential returns of between 7 and 12% per year. Companies like Inditex, L'Oreal, or Volkswagen could benefit directly. Financial experts recommend allocating approximately 15% of your capital to these opportunities, especially if you are looking to build a stable wealth that can withstand fluctuations in the global market. Looking for a career change? The tourism sector geared towards Chinese visitors is growing by 25% annually. Hotels, restaurants, and agencies are hiring specialized staff. Even basic notions of Mandarin can give you a competitive edge in this market. An essential strategy is to diversify your purchases among products of different origins. If you buy Chinese, European, and other countries' products, you will be less exposed to price fluctuations caused by tensions between specific trading blocs. The Spanish agri-food sector is experiencing a boom in its exports to China. Products such as olive oil, wine, and Iberian ham are seeing sales growth of up to 30% in the Asian giant, creating better-paying jobs in rural areas that traditionally suffer from depopulation. Companies that manufacture machinery for renewable energies are going through an exceptional moment. China needs this technology for its climate commitments, while Europe seeks to reduce its energy dependence. If you work in this sector or are thinking of training, you could be facing a decade of abundant job opportunities. Cross-border e-commerce also presents niches for entrepreneurs. Platforms like AliExpress or Wish will continue to be relevant. But opportunities will arise for those who know how to connect quality European products with the growing Chinese middle-class market, which increasingly values authentic Western products. The key is to act now, with clear information and strategic decisions. It's not about eliminating all Chinese products from your life, but about having smart options when some become too expensive and taking advantage of the growing sectors that these same tensions are generating. With small adjustments to your consumption and investment habits, you can turn what seems like a threat into a real opportunity for your family's finances. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more videos. Let's continue. So, we've come to the end of our look at the relationship between China and Europe and how they do business. One study says that half of shoppers in Europe might see electronics get more expensive. This shows how it can directly affect how you spend your money every day. The good news is, you now have some real ways to protect yourself. With the 4 steps we talked about, you can get ahead of price increases, shop around, and find good deals where others might not. You can keep your family's finances strong. Have you seen your phone or appliances get more expensive? What product has gone up the most for you? Tell us about it in the comments, and let's keep learning together.